Morning. I told you guys that I am really looking into Buddhism, right? And one thing that I decided to do was, well, I meditate, but I haven't been doing it much lately, right? And I really do think meditation like really grounds you, and it makes you like hone in on what it is you want to focus on, right? So when you start your day, Alexa, can you turn the volume down to 2? You can't even hear it no more. Okay, I'll turn it back up because she does help me. I had made breakfast for the kids and stuff. Okay, but listen, it helps you focus or refocus and set the tone for the day. I know you guys have heard that before. I know I'm not teaching you anything new. What I'm going to share with you today are not principles, but they are things you can say to yourself throughout the day to ground yourself, right? 5 things to say to yourself in the morning when you wake up. So the first thing that you say is, I am grateful for this new day, right? And that's self-explanatory. That will help you sit in gratitude, mindfulness, present. It helps you to stay present. And that's what I mean by mindful. It helps you to really take a look at your circumstances and look at them for what they could be, even like in worst case scenarios. You don't gotta go too far and thinking the negative stuff, but what you are grateful for. I am grateful for this today. Okay, number 2, I embrace impermanence, meaning you understand that everything is forever changing. Nothing lasts. Nothing stays the same. Even being autistic and me liking routine. And I would say maybe it's the ADHD. I don't know. But I fully understand this. Sometimes we get caught up and we want to hold on to things, and we struggle letting them go, and we struggle doing that perseveration and trying to figure out, like, why can't I let this go? I want this. But life don't care about what you want. Life is gonna life. And it's very healthy for you to accept impermanence. I wouldn't say that there's nothing you can do about things. I don't want to make it sound like that, but if you do that, then you relinquish your desire for control. You become more grounded. You become more stable. You become more in control of self, and it just keeps you more centered. Also helps reduce anxiety. You don't get as anxious about things because you're like, well, nobody promised me this. There were no expectations, right? I embrace impermanence. Okay, number 3 is I cultivate compassion for myself and others. And I think that one is the hardest. From what I see with the people, what's happening with people today, I think that one is the hardest one. That's going to be the hardest one for people. Cultivating compassion, empathy. I think that's hard to do for a lot of people because I tend to just see people are stuck on their point of view where they can never understand another person's side. Or they're stuck in trying to say their side. They can't hear anything else. Sometimes I do this to people on purpose. When people show me that they are not willing to budge, I become unbudging on purpose. I do it because I think the only way people learn is if you give them a taste of their own medicine, right? So people might see me and say, well, she does that. Well, I do it on purpose. I'm doing that to you on purpose because you're not doing it. But if you come to me open and you want me to understand something that, is not my stance, or it's something that I don't understand, or something that you just haven't articulated, or, and you tell it to me, I'm going to try to understand because it's important to put yourself in other people's shoes. And when you can do that, when I say empathy, it's just important to have empathy. No, are you going to take on the world's problems? No. You're not going to take on the world's problems, but it's important to consider other people. You want people to hear you. Don't you want them to listen? You do. You do. You want people to listen. So listen to others. It's just it's common courtesy. And not only that, it's, well, let me try to find the word. It just brings, for me, it brings a level of peace, and it settles my spirit. And I think it's like that validation. When you validate somebody, you're validating their experience. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, that's the same as empathy, putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to be heard. We all just want to be valued and treated nicely, you know? So yeah, cultivate compassion for myself and for others. Number 4 is I walk the path of wisdom. Wisdom. Where does it come from? Where does wisdom come from? And I meet people and I'm like, they are really wise. Like, I always say, yo, you smart. That's what I always tell people. Oh, you smart. And it's something everyone doesn't have, right? The wisdom. Where does wisdom come from? Wisdom to me comes from self-evaluation. It also comes from being observant, you know. It comes from reflection. It comes from, just observation. Saying I walk the path of wisdom encourages you to seek knowledge, seek understanding, you know, not just in specific areas, just in general. You know, I seek the path of wisdom. That's powerful. I walk the path of wisdom. That's a powerful thing to say to yourself. I walk the path of wisdom. And finally, number 5, I am at peace with myself. I am at peace with myself. Self-explanatory. This tackles your self-esteem issues, right? Dwelling in this area and reassuring yourself that you are secure is, I would think, a huge part of starting your day, because you're going to see so much things on social media. You're going to just, honing in and breathing and saying the words, I am at peace with myself. It will bring you a sense of calmness. God made you the way that you are supposed to be. You are the only you. No one else is like you. No one else thinks the way you think. No one else has your strengths. Think about how God created you. It's a beautiful thing. Don't ever think that I'm just on here trying to tell you to do something that I've just mastered completely. I don't think we ever all master things. We can get really good at it. We can get better at others than some, But yeah, being at peace with yourself is key, right? It's the key to peace and tranquility, and no one can ever take you out of that space, because you're at peace with yourself. You say these things while you meditate in the morning, and really hone in on it. Do your breath work, breathe through it. I will try to feel happiness. I will try to feel the feeling of happiness while I'm saying that, right? Visualizations, breathing, really trying to interpret what you're saying through feeling. That's what you do when you meditate. I don't think it's for me, when I meditate, I don't necessarily say chants. Like, I don't just, say affirmations. I kind of visualize. I kind of feel it and I visualize. Sometimes a little music helps me. Music moves me. Not like music with words. It has to be instrumental. And it doesn't necessarily need to be like the meditation music. Sometimes it could just be like classical music. Sometimes it can just be like, I listen to, this sound is so good. It's like Hertz. I forgot what frequency it is. I have it in my playlist, so I just go to it and I play it. When I put that shit, I don't have my earbuds, but when I put that sound in, I think it is for grounding. Oh, and it's just in my ear. Wow. Say those 5 things and really try to embody those things that you're saying while you're meditating. And it doesn't have to take long. Start at 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I do it for about 15, 20 minutes because I just like to calm myself down. But yeah, I'm just sharing that. I hope that helps. I hope you guys try it. Try it. It's really good. Meditation in the morning is key. You know, things are going to happen. It was proven to me yesterday. I was just doing, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm not even going to tell you what I'm like, what is this? And then I said, no. That's that impermanence. That's that things change. You can't predict any. And I said, we're just going to keep going like none of this stuff happened. I'm not delusional. I'm not ignoring it. But it cannot shift my mood severely like that. If I won the lottery right now, I'd be super happy. If that's a great feeling. But if something happens that I don't like, it's not healthy to shift my mood from what I'm feeling right now, talking to you guys, to now I'm depressed because one thing. We have to accept the impermanence of life. Have a great day.